Let me tell you what happened. I came across this cute cat noodle sweatshirt on Etsy that's made over $10,000. So I opened ChatGPT and gave it a simple challenge. Recreate this exact design in the same style. And of course, within seconds, it nailed it. Same look and same vibe. But to keep things interesting, I asked it to give the cat a new expression, maybe make it smile or change the pose just to make it unique. And again, we got a fresh design based on the one that's already making thousands. But now, it's our own. Then I wanted to see how it would look in real life. So I asked ChatGPT to place the design on a realistic mockup. And as you can see, it looked amazing. And with the help of Printful, we can now turn this idea into a sellable product, list it for sale, and start making money without worrying about anything else. All of that done in under 5 minutes with zero design skills. And that's exactly what I'll show you in today's video. We'll start with the most important part, finding a shirt design that's making money. Now, the best place to start, in my opinion, is Etsy, where all the money is being made every single day. And an easy way to begin is by just typing in search terms like funny shirt, cat shirt, fitness shirt, anything you're slightly interested in to use as a starting point to explore what's working. So for this example, I searched for cat shirt, and right away, you'll see a bunch of listings. Some are from huge established shops, and some are new shops, which you can tell by the number of reviews they have. Now here's a super simple way to spot what's selling. Look for tags like bestseller or popular now. That's Etsy literally telling you for free that this design is making money. Once you find a design that stands out, you can open the actual shop to get more info. You'll see all the other designs they're selling, so you can take inspiration and see what kind of style and theme they're sticking to. But here's where it gets interesting. Scroll down to the review section and sort by most recent. This shows you exactly what people are buying and how often. For example, you'll see the same green shirt getting mentioned over and over again. That's a clear signal that it's a strong seller. And if you want to save even more time, you can use a paid tool like Allura. It shows you exactly how much each product is making per month, helps you analyze entire shops, and lets you sort by listings that are earning the most. And just to prove my free review tactic, that same green shirt we mentioned earlier is making $1,700 per month, just as you can see. So finding a winning design doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. Once you know what to look for, it's gonna be quick and easy. Alright, now let's move on to the fun part, actually creating the design using ChatGPT. We'll go through different methods you can use, starting with method number 1, describe and generate. This one is super straightforward. All you do is describe the design you want, and ChatGPT will turn it into a complete AI-generated image for you. Now to get the best results, you need to break the design down into key elements first. So when you find a shirt you like this cute cat noodle design we just looked at, you need to understand what makes it work. So here's what you should pay attention to. Number 1, the concept. So what's the overall idea of the design? In this case, we can see a cute black cat eating noodles. Number 2 is the style. So is it cartoon, line art, vintage, minimalist, and so on. So in our example, we can see black and white line art with bold outlines and clean detail. Number 3, if the design includes a character, we should look at the pose and expression. Is the character sitting, smiling, or holding something? For example, in the image we have, the cat is sitting, holding chopsticks, with a focused expression. And finally, number 4, we look at any extra details, like props or background. In this example, there's a noodle bowl, chopsticks, and simple shading with no background. So now, once you've broken the design down, you can turn it into a ChatGPT prompt using this formula you see on the screen. So as an example, here is what I came up with for this image. Create a high-quality line art design of a cute black cat sitting in front of a large bowl of noodles. The cat is holding chopsticks with both paws and has big cartoon-style eyes with a focused expression. Include bold outlines and simple shading. No background, just clean and centered for a t-shirt. And as you can see, here's the result. The design looks amazing, super clean. And what I really love about this technique is that ChatGPT doesn't copy the original one exactly. It creates something inspired by the design that's already proven to work, but it still gives you something original that's safe to use and sell. Now that's just method 1. So let's move on to the next method, which I like to call reference and rebuild. And this one is honestly my favorite when I want to recreate something super specific, like this colorful cat ramen design right here. Now instead of just describing everything like we did before, this time we're gonna give both the prompt and a reference image. So here's how I do it. I open the image I want to use as a reference, and I just take a clean screenshot of it. Then I head over to ChatGPT and upload the image along with my prompt, which could look something like this. Use this image as a reference. Create a cartoon-style t-shirt design of a black cat eating ramen noodles. Keep the same pose and expression, include the same type of bowl and chopsticks, and add vibrant colors. The cat should have wide, surprised eyes. Make sure the art feels hand-drawn and expressive. So as you saw, we have described everything in detail, along with the reference image from the original design. And come on, just look at the results we got. It's actually insane. The style is spot on, and the expression on the cat is exactly what I asked for. It literally looks like a ready-to-sell design, but that's nothing compared to method number 3, which I like to call just get creative. Now, like you probably noticed, sometimes the generated image might look a bit too similar to the original, especially when you use a reference image. So here's how we fix that, while also making the design way more unique. What I like to do is upload the generated design back into ChatGPT and ask a simple question like, how can I make this t-shirt design more unique? So you'll get a list of creative suggestions like change the cat's expression, add more props, use a different style, and so on. And one of the ideas that stood out to me was, give the cat a headband. So I did it, and look at this. It instantly made the design pop. It added personality, and just felt way more unique. Then, I just kept getting creative. I changed the food to sushi, made the cat smile, and even swapped the cat completely for a golden retriever, then for this cute panda. You guys do not understand how powerful this is. You're literally just typing in a sentence and getting back completely different sellable designs in a matter of seconds. And here's the cool part. When you're happy with your design, you can tell ChatGPT to give it to you as a transparent PNG and upscale it to the highest resolution. So now, you've got a high-quality, original t-shirt design based on a proven bestseller, created, customized, and ready to sell in just a few clicks. But now, let me answer the big question everyone asks. How do I actually turn these designs into real shirts and sell them? I probably need to find a manufacturer, order in bulk, and spend thousands of dollars just to get started. I know you are thinking like that, but what if I told you that you could start this entire business with zero upfront cost? Sounds unrealistic, right? But this is exactly what makes the print-on-demand business model so powerful. And you can do it super easily using Printful. So let me quickly show you how it actually works. Print on demand simply means you only pay for a product after you make a sale. So let's say you're selling this cat t-shirt for $40. Once someone places an order, you head to Printful and fulfill that order, and the cost on your end might be around $15. Printful will then print the shirt, pack the order, and ship it directly to your customer without you lifting a finger. That means you just made $25 in profit without holding inventory, without upfront costs, and without doing any shipping yourself. Now the first step is connecting your store. Printful works with pretty much every major platform: Etsy, Shopify, WooCommerce, eBay, TikTok Shop, Gumroad, and many more. So even if Etsy isn't available in your country, there are plenty of other options. But for this video, I'm gonna use Etsy as the example. Once your store is connected, you'll need to pick the product you want to sell. And Printful's catalog is huge. It's not just about t-shirts. Let's say I want to sell this women's heavyweight t-shirt. I'll just click on it and upload the design I made with ChatGPT. From there, I can choose which colors and sizes I want to offer in my shop. And once that's done, I'll click Continue. Here, you'll see a mockup generator. And that doesn't matter for now, because I'll show you how to create professional mockups using AI later on. Next is where you set your product title and description. But we'll go over how to write a high-converting product listing later. Now, this next part is the most important: pricing. On the left, you'll see Printful's base price, which means how much it costs you to produce the item. On the right, you set your retail price, which is what your customers will pay. And right here, Printful shows you the estimated profit per sale you'll make. Now, my rule of thumb here is simple. Always try to set your price at least double the base cost. So if the shirt costs you $15, I'd price it around $30. That gives you a nice profit margin without overpricing. Once you're happy with your pricing, just hit Submit to Store. And just like that, your product is ready. And now, let's talk about titles and descriptions, because this is what actually helps your product get found and clicked on. But here's the thing, a lot of people either overcomplicate it or just copy other listings word for word, which is not the best. So here's a simple and powerful strategy I personally use. When you find a bestseller in your niche, like the cat shirt we saw, you'll notice most winning listings have a title packed with relevant search terms. You don't want to copy this exactly, but you do want to keep the same structure and include similar keywords. So here's how to do that the smart way. Take the winning title and paste it into ChatGPT, along with your design. Then ask to generate a unique product title that includes the same keywords, but isn't a copy. So just like that, you'll get a powerful title that can boost the chance of people discovering your product. And you can use the exact same method for your product description. And another important thing that will massively increase your chances of making sales is having high-quality mockups. So let me show you a way to stand out using ChatGPT. When you see a product photo or mockup that stands out, just take a screenshot of that scene. Then, upload both the screenshot and your design into ChatGPT and ask it to create a unique mockup. Use this image as a reference and place this t-shirt design on a model in a similar cozy room setting, but with a different pose and outfit. And as you can see, the possibilities here are limitless. You can generate all kinds of mockups, and they actually look stunning. It's honestly mind-blowing how realistic these look with zero design skills. So just like that, your product is now 100% ready to go. You've got a proven design, killer title and description, and high-converting mockups that make your product stand out. But before you launch, let me quickly share a few personal tactics I use to boost the chances of success and get results even faster. Method 1. Use your design on multiple products. With Printful, you can apply the same design on phone cases, posters, stickers, mugs, whatever fits the vibe, because while one customer might want your cat design on a shirt, another might love it as a poster or a sticker. It's an easy way to turn one design into multiple income streams. Method 2. Multiply your design variations. Once you've got a winning design, use ChatGPT to help you create multiple versions out of it. You can switch the color scheme, add props, change expressions, or turn it into a new style entirely. This way, you're not starting from scratch. You're building more winning designs off of one successful idea. And my final tip, probably the most important one, is to upload as many listings as you can. One thing I noticed from every successful store I researched, they all have hundreds of listings uploaded. And it makes total sense. More listings equals more store visits, which also means a higher chance to make money. So in short, the more you create and upload, the more you'll grow.